everybody from England. This is me and my bike, my lovely bike that was stolen from the train station some days ago. So before sharing with you this incredible story, I would like to tell this week is considered as the most darkest week of all the year. This is week of the Halloween. That's according to people believe all the evil spirits come to the earth and make some bad things covering by the dark. Last autumn we were for the sea outside of England for this period, but this time we decided to stay in England because we are quite busy. Marianne would like to go in for tickle tree with his friend. I don't know if I pronounce right, but this is a special event in England when all little children going around different houses tell trick and treats and people give them candies. Marianne told that sometimes even money. That it's important for children. So he going to go for tickle trees on Friday. And on Saturday we going for the fire show. Fire show are very popular here during this dark weather. Today, as you can see, the weather is just sunny and nice, and even cows enjoy by such lovely sunshine. Oh no, my bike just falling down. Here you can see British flag around these nice cotton bushes. I would say I really enjoy by riding along these nice English houses. So from my village to the town it's about 3 miles. I can use bus, but it's too long, you need to pay as well. But here on the bike you have so much energy. It's give you a lot of energy. I just listen to some Ukrainian music and just enjoy time being outside. I usually use my bike to go into the train station and after I pick up train to Oxford for my lovely job in Oxford as a tour guide. So I'm already in the town. This morning I had amazing fitness class. Sometimes I visit fitness classes here when I have time. Right now I am having coffee from Waitrose supermarket. I don't know if you know about this or not. If you have membership in Waitrose supermarket and you have your own cup, you can take coffee for free. I really like this supermarket because it reminds me very nice days in Prague when 2 years ago we just got our accommodation. We live just nearby Waitrose, and in the morning I with my friend had a coffee in the Waitrose. It was so nice memory. So about my bike. Some days ago I left the bike on the train station, and I usually leave in it there because a lot of people leaving their bike there, and there is camera as well. So I was not afraid that somebody steal it. During some days there was rain, so I used just bus, and when I came there and started to search for my bike, I didn't see it there. There were taxi drivers, they usually are there with their cars, and they asked what I'm looking for. I told them I'm looking for my bike. They tried to help me, and one of them just pointed on the broken lock and ask if its lock is mine. And unfortunately, that lock was mine. So this is how I understand that my bike is stolen. So they advised me to go to the train station and ask Dara about my bike. Of course, they don't know nothing. They just told that I need to contact the police. They have cameras there and police can check. It was really awful feelings because I really like that bike, but I had no time to contact police that moment because I needed to pick up my son Marian from school. It was his last day and they were going to sell the cookies on the playground. So instead I headed to the bus station. And during that my walk, I remind all my beautiful moment with this bike, all my nice road to the town, and I just say goodbye to it. I know that the police would not help a lot with this. And you can imagine my astonishment when I approached the station and just in the corner there are some bikes. I have seen some very similar bike to mine. It was just bent over the wall. I thought, no, it's impossible. It looks like bigger and it's more sporty. But then I have seen my red light on the handle. And I understand that this is my bike. It was just like magic. It was crazy. I didn't know how it got to bus station. It looked like somebody knows that I'm going to the station. I asked bus driver, they know nothing, as always. There was one lovely guy. I asked him and he told that he don't know nothing. I told that this bike was just stolen from the train station. He told, oh my god, it's amazing, so you can take it back. So I was so happy. I just took the bicycle and was rushing to the school to pick up Marian. Of course, guys, I was very happy to see my bike again. I did not expect that I see it. I even made post in the local Facebook group where I tell this story. People were very impressed. And I wrote there, dear thieves, thank you for returning my bicycle. If you will be able to return as well my helmet, it would be very nice. Anyway, it was just a joke. I know that they will not return it. So right now I'm going to the store to buy a new helmet. I used to have this one. It's really great because you can change its size. So I use it together with Marian. It used to be £10, but now this is £15. So I'm already at home and having my new helmet. I really happy to come back to it. I used to have the same, but this is just brand new. And in the same store I buy Christmas light. That's Marianne and Joy buy very much. He already put around and make this room beautiful. So this story with stealing of my bicycle, it inspired me to learn about criminal history of Oxford and England. I remember when I was at school, one of my favorite book was Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, about a poor little boy that was growing up on the street of London, and London criminals teach him how to steal Watch and money from people's pockets. Actually, this book is full of adventure and show you real life that was in England 100 years ago. So, how criminals were treated in the old English time. The punishment was very severe and they were sentenced to the death, usually hanging. They were persecuted in public. Especially brutal were Tudor dynasty. In their time, if you even steal the sheep or cut the tree in your neighbor garden, you would be punished to hanging. So how about the Oxford robber life? The old road from London to Oxford from the old time was considered as very dangerous because from the old time there were a lot of criminal bands in the forest. Till now, the other bank of the Thames is considering that's a bit like criminal district. I don't know if it's true or not, but my friend who started there in college, he lost his new bicycle there. So who they were robbed there? Of course, first of all, students, because students were very rich. Usually they were son of the noble people from over the England. Coming back from home to Oxford, they of course have many, I think, some jewelry, some money provided by their parents. And of course, poor student did not expect Oxford robber who were chasing them somewhere from the bushes. Oxford robber did not like students as well. They called them Lilliput because they had the long tail on their heads, and actually they considered them a bit stupid. The destiny of these people was almost the same. They were hanging inside of Oxford prison. And the irony of the story is their dead bodies were given to students to make medical research in colleges. By the way, very soon I need to take Marianne from school, so I'm going to cook some potato as well and tell you this story. One of the men who used to work on the road from London nearby Oxford, that was Jim Darkling. He was a very interesting man. Once he wrote the letter to his friend. He told, "Dear Jimmy, I have so much work here in Nettlebed. If you would like, you can join me. I have a lot of work to do with the stupid Lilliput. So, if you would like to join me, you need to go to the pub and turn going straight in the forest. Turn to the right and after to the left, and in the third tree you will find my house." But this letter was not written by Jimmy. This letter was cautioned by the local Oxford police. So in such way, this criminal band was caught. So a bit later, poor Jim wrote second letter to his friend, already from the prison. "Dear Jim, I was caught and I will be hanging here in Oxford Castle. Can I ask you, when I will be hanging, order the bargeman take my body and smash it." Why he told smash his body? Because he did not want this Lilliput make a medical experiment with him. Even robber in that time, they believe in God, although they make all this robbing and not very good things, but anyway, they didn't want their body would be cut into many pieces. In 19th century, people were calling for humanity And instead of death sentence, very often criminals were sent to Australia or to the South Africa. In such they form colons in British colons there. So the last man who was caught on the road to Oxford was Billy Fisher, and instead of sending him to the death, he was sent to Australia. And there on Australia, he caught the big stones. He did the hardest job, and only one who have seen it were kangaroo, and he was thinking, oh my god, it better I would be sentenced in Oxford and smashed by Barger. So thank you for watching this video. Greeting from Oxfordshire. I wish you would never have bad experience like this, or at least they have happy end. Goodbye and having a great sunny autumn days. At least keep sun in your soul.